Hi guys, it's Sophie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I've created this full-on pink smoky Valentine's Day look. I also showed you my updated base routine and tips and tricks that I've learned over the past few weeks. If you want to see how I created this look, just carry on watching. So I've already done my brows, my foundation and concealer. However, I'm actually going to show you the rest of my base routine after I've done the eyes, because I've been doing the Stacey Marie 12-week course and her techniques have completely changed the game, and I'm still using the same products that I usually use, but just with different techniques, and they are just insane. Like, it just transforms your makeup. So I'm going to actually show you them tricks afterwards. The two palettes I'm going to be using today are the YAZMAE Cosmetics Thirsty palette and the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. We're just going to go for a really smoky and sparkly reddy pink eye with a nude lip. You've probably seen the look in the clip before, but yeah, just thought I'd let you know. I'm going to start with the Love Tahiti palette, and I'm going to take the shade Chili Pepper, which is this dark red shade. I'm just going to pack the shade on the eye. Now obviously at first you don't want a lot, and because I've done my base first, I have tapped off so much excess. So when I do my eyes first and not my base, which is most of the time actually, but just for YouTube, I usually do my base first. I'm just going to literally pack that on just so I don't get as much fallout, but it's completely fine because you can build these colours up. And look, that's just a second layer. I haven't blended anything out yet, I've literally just packed the product on just to get that intense first colour. I'm going to take the Thirsty palette and I'm going to take the shade Love Potion, which is this pinky red. Taking this Molly O'Brien MO3 brush, and I'm going to blend out the edges of that. This is a very similar colour. This Love Potion's just got a bit more pink in it, but I'm just going to blend them edges out. From the Thirsty palette, I'm going to take the shades Sangria and Daiquiri just to really blend out them edges and diffuse them. Taking this Morphe M506 brush. If you don't have this brush, go get it. It's honestly the best blending brush ever. I'm going to just put that on the outer edge. I'm just following my eye shape. I'm not doing anything different. I'm not pulling it out, winging it. Just following my eye shape. I wasn't planning on taking this eyeshadow up this high, but I've done it now. Can't go back. Hey ho. Anyone else just gets so carried away. I'm just like putting colour on and it's like going up and up near my brow, and I'm like, oh no. And then by the end I just have a full eye and no eyelid showing. Now them colours are laid on, it's time to deepen and darken everything. So I'm going to take the shade Bloom from the Love Tahiti palette, and we're just going to put that in my crease and deepen my crease. I'm going to pop that all in the crease. I'm just blending this as I'm going, very lightly. As you can see, just from adding that one colour, you can see the difference, like how deepened that crease is compared to this one. So even though it doesn't look like a lot or you're doing much, you are. I've been wanting to do this look for the longest time. I don't even know where I'm going with it, but I just really wanted to do kind of like a bright pinky red, smoky, glittery Valentine's Day vibe look. I'm going to take the shade Murloc from the Thirsty palette, and I'm really hoping this is a dark red. It looks like it in the pan. I haven't actually swatched this shade or used this shade yet, but I'm really hoping it's the shade I want because this could end badly. We're going to pop that just on the lid. Did that actually do anything? I don't think so. I've just wiped off my MO56 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Chili Pepper from the Love Tahiti palette again, and I'm just going to blend that Murloc shade in a bit more so we don't have a harsh line. And for the last time, you'll be glad to hear me say, I'm going to take the shade Daiquiri and Sangria again from the Thirsty palette, and we're just going to blend really lightly to really finish that blend off. I have a harsh line, if you can see, around the eyes. So what I do this all the time, no matter what look I'm doing. Take a clean, fluffy brush and I just really softly blend out them edges. This is a Morphe one, but it doesn't have a name. Just a fluffy brush like that. You don't even want your bristles or your eyelid to be moving. That is how softly you want to blend. I'm in love with that so far. Now to add a bit of sparkle, I'm actually undecided what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the options. So I have the Peach Quartz Living My Best Light by Beauty Bay, like their liquid eyeshadow. Now I think this might be a bit too coppery orange. I don't think I'm going to use that. I was actually hoping to use that, but I can't with this look. It's too like red. I have my Colourpop shock shadows. So I have the shades Set to Stun and Solitaire. Now these are like the two pink shades. They're like a possible. I'm going to put these down and see. I have my Doll Beauty pigments. Now the shade Sherbet is stunning. Like it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. I think I'm going to pop some shock shadow down, and then I'm going to put some Doll Beauty pigment on top just to really get that shine and glow. Just put that all on the lid. It's kind of like a base. So to add a bit more sparkle, I'm going to be taking this Doll Beauty Sherbet pigment. Now these are all stunning. They're all kind of gold but have like different reflexes. This one has a pink reflex and it's just falling out everywhere. I'm going to take the NYX glitter primer and this M124 brush, and we're just going to pop that just on the lid where I'm going to want the pigment to go. On the same M124 brush, I'm taking that Sherbet pigment and I'm just going to pack that all on the lid. Doll Beauty pigments are gorgeous. So that pigment is on. For the under eye, I'm going to take this M506 brush and the shade Chili Pepper again. Tap off the excess and we're just going to lightly run that along my bottom lash line. Taking this So Soon AD&K Extreme Cult Pencil Liner. Sorry if it's not neat because I'm going to smoke it out. With this Morphe M508 smudger brush, it's kind of like that. I'm just going to smudge out that top lash line. Not bringing it out into a wing, I'm just smudging it out. I love this product because it does not dry that quick and it's still, you're still able to work with it. It doesn't transfer. That's why I like using a pencil to do this instead of a liquid or a gel. Because I feel like, I don't know, gels can sometimes dry quite quickly. But as you can see, it just adds a bit more depth. For lashes, I just popped on the YAZMAE Cosmetics lashes in the style Miami. I haven't worn this style of lashes in so long. I actually forgot how they looked on the eye. They're super wispy and super fluffy. They're just not as long as some other lashes, which I love for this sort of look. As I said before, I'm going to show you my new base makeup routine. Now the products are mostly the same. I haven't bought anything new other than my Laura Mercier powder that I've been using. However, I've changed the way I've been applying them because of doing the Stacey Marie course. Her tips and tricks are insane. If you ever get a chance to do her course, 100% do it, so worth it. So I'm going to be taking the Revolution F13 foundation stick. This is to cream contour. You're going to want to take this. Now I used to take this in my socket, so if I got this, but I now nearly take it on my cheekbone, and you're going to see why in a second. So here is my cheekbone. I'm just going to apply it just underneath there. It's a lot higher than it used to be, which was here. Lovely little spot there, my friend. And just applying some on my forehead and down my nose. That was a lot. Under my lip, like so. Taking this Real Techniques sponge, and we're just going to blend literally all of that out. Now it's going to look crazy at first, like absolutely wild, just like I've got mud on the side of my cheek. We're going to blend it all the way up and around. Just slightly blending that under my lip. Blend on my forehead. I've also learned to not do it right up in your hairline. You need somewhere to blend. Now we're looking all cakes and crazy. I take my foundation sponge. I have different sponges for different things. I take the foundation sponge and I just gently tap over the area just so it just blends and you do get that seamless blend. So I tap over and it just perfect. Obviously, you're not adding any more product. You're just making sure you get that seamless blend, and both products, so the cream, bronzer and the foundation, are blended together. Just like that, we are all bronzed. Before I powder bronze and do everything with powders, I'm actually going to apply some P. Louise Basic Paint. This is in the shade Winter Rose. It is a gorgeous light coral, not coral, like pink shade, sorry. You need the tiniest bit because it's so pigmented. I'm just taking this on a Morphe fluffy brush. It's quite a big brush. I'm going to dab all the excess product off onto my makeup palette. I'm just going to apply that to the high points. Now I haven't been applying this to the apples of my cheeks. That is another trick that Stacey has said not to do. So just don't apply straight to the apples of your cheeks. Apply to kind of your cheekbone and blend it in to your cream bronzer. Sometimes you get brush strokes that you can't really see and they only show up on camera. So yeah, I just go over everything with a sponge all the time. I'm going to add some bronzer. This is the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun medium bronzer. This I'm just going to deepen and kind of set all that bronzer in place from beforehand before we go ahead and bake. I could talk about this bronzer all day. Everyone knows I love it. It is honestly just insane. I do need to try some new bronzers though, so if you do have any recommendations, please let me know. I've heard the Charlotte Tilbury one, the airbrush one is really good, but it's so expensive. Taking this Meron Cheek Powder in the shade Wineberry. I'm just going to apply that where I applied the blush. This is super pigmented. Without a doubt, I always forget to do the highlight a bit down my nose with my concealer. I don't know why, but I always forget. It's literally normally the last step of everything I do. I even do lips before it because I just forget. Just take this angle brush with some bronzer on it and we just blend them edges away so we get a lovely snatch nose. Another trick I've learned is to do some pressed powder before loose powder. Now I've never been a huge fan of baking anyway, like a lot of baking. So we're just going to take this Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 105 Natural Ivory. I'm just going to put this in all the normal places that I would powder. So just on my chin, my forehead as well. And then Stacey takes a loose powder. So this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. This is the travel size one. I just bought this because I didn't want to fully go for the big one just in case I didn't like it. But I absolutely love this powder, so I'm definitely, when I run out of this, I'll definitely get the bigger one. Take a damp beauty blender and we're just going to pack this lightly under my eyes. Just carving out underneath that bronzer. Now we're looking absolutely crazy. Now I don't let this set for long, so what I do is I just apply it and then I do just get my powder brush and I brush all the powder away. You can let it sit for longer, but because I put that powder on beforehand, I don't let it sit. I think it just leaves a really nice finish like this. For highlighter, I'm just taking the Beauty Bay Beam highlighter and this Molly O'Brien MO7 brush. I don't take too much of this and I just take it literally on my cheekbone because on my cheek I have quite a bit of texture and so obviously highlighter grabs the texture. Lastly for lips, I'm going to be taking this Colourpop lip liner in the shade BFF2. Ever since getting these lip liners I haven't used anything else, honestly, they are just insane. That has really started to rain. I don't know if you can hear that, I'm sorry if you can, but it's really started to rain. Lipstick, I'm going to take the Doll Beauty Get Lippy lipstick. This is the perfect nude shade ever. Just going to apply that to the centre of my lips. I'm going to take the Peaches and Creams Melrose lip gloss. I haven't used a Peaches lip gloss in so long, I forgot how good they are. Never done that combo before, I'm in love with that. And that is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed. It's such an easy pink Valentine's Day themed glam. This look is so easy to recreate. It's so simple but so gorgeous. If you did like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below, subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you get notification every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think of this look down in the comments below, and you can head over to my Instagram to see the final pictures of this look. That is all from me and I will see you in my next one. Bye!